Hello, hello. Getting a quick mic check. Make sure I'm all good. You guys hear me out there? Looks like we're getting all warmed up. All right, perfect. Sound is good. I think this is going to be fun. We got a fun one today because you got, underdog, but he's getting a huge spot, the 4 and out. They're going to play 2 sets, I believe, $300 a set, pennies in the middle. Oscar getting ready to go to some events this year. So he's getting tuned up, offering crazy spots, trying to outrun it. I get it. He's got to play damn near perfect to outrun a spot like this against a player like JC. JC is no slouch, but I do wonder, however, if JC has the firepower, if when he gets in a spot and there's 3 balls left on the table and Oscar's put him in a tough spot and he has to make a shot. There's no safety, no running, no hiding. Got to make a shot. Can you do it? So, very interesting. Got the race to 10. They haven't started yet, of course, obviously. How's it going, Cowboy? Shout out to the chat. Got an early one. Early one on Friday. I do imagine most people are actually off today, though, with the holiday weekend. Happy birthday, America. Greatest country on this planet. Land of the mostly free and mostly brave. No, I'm just kidding. Ooh, JC kind of putting around. I'll bet at one point both of these gentlemen managed to turn this game into one pocket. All right, well, in the chat, who's everybody like? Who's everybody rooting for? I'd imagine most people are rooting for JC. But I think I'm rooting for Oscar. I want to see, I know, like I said, I know Oscar's getting tuned up. He's going to be on the road playing some events, some pro events. We know he's going to Ultimate Pool, I believe, either at the end of this month or next month. I believe Kansas City. And of course, the Raffle King, JC. JC is a sweetheart of a man, great dude. Good technical player. Strong one pocket. He likes the action. He's always getting into some action. That is a man that has gamble for sure. Looks like Oscar's going to get a couple breaks in maybe, and then they'll get rolling for us. Kind of want to try this. Well, I think this might have been the last day to try this because I think Oscar said he was trying to get some matches in before the 4th. So I'd imagine a busy schedule upcoming for him. But reach out. Oscar is available. We know he gets in the box, offering some crazy weight. Any predictions on the ending score of this first set? I think I'm going to say it's going to be close. I'm going to say like 10-8. I'm going to say 10-8. I'm locking it in. 10-8. Taking OD. I think he's going to be too strong. I think his break is too good. What's the over under on how many racks get run? Like, do we see Oscar putting together 3 or 4 pack? That would be very, very strong. I don't imagine Oscar is going to be messing around at all. Like I said, this kind of spot, he's got to play perfect. See how he gets back over to this ball. Look at that. Didn't hit nothing. Hit it good. No problem. Oscar with some, I know those opening shots weren't terribly difficult, but a little bit of pace. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Afraid to say anything. Afraid to give the commentator's curse. A little funky. A little funky here. Big pocket, though. No problem. Oh. JC must have let him know that that was good. Oh, that was probably just his practice. Ugh. Yeah, that's right. Practice. My bad. I want him to get going. I'm ready. All right, here we go. Now we're getting rolling. JC just watch Oscar break and run out pretty much. JC's got the big coin. Big old dollar coin. All right, I forget. I don't believe anything is legal on the break. Oscar can't push any balls in. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. 4 and out. JC needs a good break and he needs a look. Oscar got a little snack in his hand. 10-6 OD. That would be extremely strong. How many racks is Oscar going to run on this table? That be my question. All right, I believe we are going. Oh, almost. We're getting close. If you guys smash that like button for me, getting started. Action on an early Friday morning for some of us. Some of us have been up for hours. Bet Steven's been up since about 6:30 in the morning. Okay, in business, JC, couple balls down. Nice break. Shot on the one ball. All right, here we go. Raffle King Steel round one. Let's see. I mean, getting to that four ball might be a little tricky. But good angle. Definitely a window to that four ball where he could shoot it down in the corner, but he's got to get good on this three ball to do it. And that will be pretty good, I believe. I've been up since about 3. Whew. I know you played last night, so I didn't want to be too outlandish. I figured 6:30, maybe you slept in. Oh, that's pretty perfect. JC takes rack 1, break and run to the four ball. Maybe the conversation early should have been how many racks is JC going to run 1 through 4? We'll see if he makes 1 through 4 and how often that gets spotted. Because I'd imagine if he starts making a couple balls and the 1 or the 4 or, 3 to go and they go to the spot would make it a little bit harder for him to run out, especially if there's balls around the spot. I got JC BQ. Shout out to the chat. Hit that like button. The Facebook page for Oscar Dominguez, where the EvoSports cameras are running at Hard Time Billiards, Sacramento. Beautiful Sacramento, California. All right, JC. Dry break. No good look at the one for Oscar. I would imagine Oscar is going to try to push to somewhere. Oscar's philosophy is push to a safety, push to where your opponent wants to play a safety. Oscar's leaving himself a jump shot. Just wanted to be away from the three ball so he could have plenty of room to work. Of course, JC's going to give this back. And maybe, let's see. Oscar jump cue first thing in the morning here. No problem. A shot. Be kind of a delicate speed shot here. No problem. Very nicely done to avoid that six ball. Wonder if the 7 to the 8 offers any problems because of the positions of the 10 and 9. He's gonna JC needs some kind of an issue because Oscar is looking like he's moving through this rack pretty easily. You know what? Actually, I think he's been going back and forth. Uh, Typically, he was playing with the Lacasi carbon infused shaft. Or at least that's what I've been seeing him play with. But yeah, maybe this switch to the carbon was for this cue that he's got. He's got a prototype cue from Brunswick that sounds super interesting because it's cored but not with wood. It's cored with a piece of carbon, and he says the piece of carbon that's in there isn't round. So the outer shell of the cue is round, but the piece of carbon cored through the middle is not round. It's a really cool looking cue too. Pretty well done. Somebody tell him to make it in a 30-inch butt for me. I'll buy it. Yeah. JC broke dry. Oscar pushed to a jump shot, made a jump shot, and then proceeded to run out. Oh, a little funky. Okay, hold on. Oh, never mind. No problems. Little funky though. Oscar on the board. Coming back to break. So let's see. Break and run. What's the over under on a break and run? Hey, somebody, who we got from the Modesto crew watching right now? I know Steven's watching. Drop Modesto in the comment box. Who's rooting for their boy JC? I know I saw Miss Sorsha in the chat early. What up, Sorsha? Who you playing today? All right, Oscar to break. Here we go. Oh, Oscar forgot to mark his game. Score is 1-1, and he scratched. Okay. Massachusetts. Woo. I'm in Fresno. All right, like it. From Turlock. All right. Where is the four ball? Sniper's on here. What's up, Sniper? Rooting for the homie JC. Yeah, I think I'm rooting for Oscar. I'm rooting for the villain today. I want the upset. But yeah, I understand that JC's, the underdog and everybody wants their boy JC to win, but maybe not. He maybe is not the underdog. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Oscar did mark his score. Tough shot here. I'm sure he's thinking about some kind of a hook here. Like JC's shirt, mindset is everything. Very true in pool. Okay. That might work out okay, though. Let's see what Oscar comes up with to play a safety back. I'd imagine he kicks into this, or maybe thins it. He might be able to just thin the ball. I think he can thin it. Oh, throw down billiards. Hey, hey. I believe, is that Tony Bush running that, right? What up, Tony? If that is Tony Bush, that is a great guy to have take care of the tip of your pool cue. He does all my tips, does a great job. puts up with me coming in like last minute late at night. Hey, will you shape this up for me, buddy? He's a great dude. Yeah, the 4 and out. All right. Good to see you, Tony. I know you're rooting for JC. Looking big side pocket. This might pass, but what kind of future do you have for the 4 ball here? I think JC's looking for a safety. Oh, it does pass. Wow. Hit it with some speed. Well, I thought it passed, but I didn't think he would hit it with that much speed. Oh, spelled with a K? Yeah, I've known a few Codys that spell it differently. I work with a lady and she spells it Coday. And I know the Filipino community heavily spells it Codi. JC gets out. That was a nice shot. Can I get that one? Let's see. I did grab a replay. Let's see what we got. Oh, Oscar's jump shot. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see if I got that. Oh yeah, this is nice. Great shot. Good shot, JC. JJT, Jay. Who's the paper on today, Jay? Who'd you take for this one? Who you sweating? I did not get a chance to sweat this, but I'm rooting for Oscar. But the 4 and out is wild, but Oscar B, one of the best in this country. He's got kind of a soft break going, making a ball though. 2 ball goes down, so I believe that 2 has to go to the spot now. And I was wondering early if, oh, they're not spotting the 2? Oh no, because oh, never mind. Yeah, the 2 is not a money ball. 1 through 2, so 2 stays down. My bad. That's right. Maybe a little early over here. Maybe I should get some coffee. Well, that was interesting because JC kind of. I would imagine Oscar's going to give this back, and I don't believe JC jumps. So does JC jump? Oh, he does jump. Okay, I didn't know if he did or not. I think this is the first time I've ever seen JC jump. Very nicely done, though. I'm gonna ask him about that. I don't ever remember seeing him jump. That was a good jump too. There was distance there. Kept it on the table. I think he can see a piece of that 1 ball. It's hard to tell. It's looking like he can see a piece of it at least. Oh, he could see a huge piece of it going towards the side pocket, or I'm sorry, corner pocket. I don't think JC has any choice but to go after this ball, right? All right, sorry about that. Got distracted for a second. Take care of the dog real quick. So I would imagine that uh, JC went for that one ball and missed it. Probably missed it off the titty, and it got into the side pocket there. That's decently well done, but he's not going to be happy with it because JC now has the ability to play some kind of a safety back. So man, what? He just jump a ball ridiculously close to another ball over and hit the top of the ball and sent it into the corner pocket. I think I got that one. We got to see that again. That was not even a smile from Oscar after that. What kind of music do we think Oscar has in the headphones today? Oh boy. Trying to see where the problem, I guess the 7 to the 8, maybe? Probably not. All right, if you could have $1 million or you could play like Oscar Dominguez for one day, which one did you take? I think JC needs the 3 now. Okay, come on, Big Queen. He's up. He's currently up. Oh, wow. For that corner pocket with this angle, I can't tell if he didn't roll far enough or rolled too far. I don't know. Does this present problems? Looks like it's got plenty of room to pass into that corner pocket. The Rocky 4 soundtrack. Okay. That is a hell of a guess. Oscar needing to change the music. He heard what Big Queen said and he switched it to the Rocky 4 soundtrack. Big Queen, where are you at? Why don't you get up in here, buddy? Easy game. Just send it over to the long rail and back with some stun. But now he's got to come out wide, right? Oh no, just come straight back. Uh, I guess I thought that 8 and that 9 were closer together. Work, come on, man. Oscar Dominguez is playing, and you could commentate. Although you've probably commentated on Oscar before. This is my first time, I believe. And just like that, 2-2. Might have the makings of a banger. It's a big spot. But Oscar looking pretty strong. If he gets into the open. I think that ultimate pool is on a bar box, and I don't remember ever seeing Oscar play on a bar box. So I am kind of excited about that. Oscar turning up the power a little bit on that one. But no good place to put the one ball. Probably looking for some kind of a hook here. Be interested to see what he comes up with. Didn't he make a ball? No, he didn't make a ball. Man, I swear I saw a ball go into the side pocket. Hmm. JC trying the combo on the 4. Didn't get there. I think the bank shot might be open now. I did get I got a text message from Mr. Russell. He's had this on the TV in there. He was watching it. Of course, the bank shot over there in Elk Grove, always offering the support for this commentary group. Russell put most of us here. I believe he was responsible for both. Yeah, all of us. Big Queen, JC, me. Grubbs was on stuff before, but so was Big Queen, technically. But he's definitely responsible for me and JC. Oscar didn't like it. I don't believe that one goes past the 8 ball, though, into the side, so I think JC's going to try to find a safety here. Yep. That'd be pretty good. Very nicely done. I think that one's definitely going to be too close to jump. Oscar doesn't like it because now everything for JC is in the open. So what's the plan here? Oh, I do believe they open at 12, Cowboy, yeah. The bank shot opens at 12, but sometimes Russ gets there a little early. You could always hit him up and ask him what he's doing. Well, looks like Oscar got that all done. So I was running around trying to take care of my animals this morning. Shout out to the chat. Says there's 57 of you guys watching. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Get notified when these Evo cameras go live. Hard Time Billiards, Sacramento, California. Some strong players on these cameras. I saw Oscar was playing the Ghost yesterday. Just putting some stuff on stream, getting ready. Probably evaluating his game and how he looks. It's a good tool for that, to put on a practice session and kind of look to see how you're hitting the ball, look to see what your stroke looks like. All right, turned down the power a little bit that time and made a bunch of balls. Four ball back up. I wonder why he has to spot. Oh, four balls a money ball. That's right. That's right. I keep forgetting. Sargon in the chat. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a tough matchup. That is a big, big spot. I think you and me should follow suit, and I'll let you give me the four out, and we could stream it. It kind of works. JC's Oscar's a 792. JC is a 548. You're like a 702 or 707, right? And I'm like a 455. So that works. It's the same, same. Here's a little tester. See how it gets back here onto the five ball. Oh, that's pretty good. Maybe a little bit further than he wanted, but still pretty good. So he just kind of stuns this over and takes some more angle, or he's going to let the cue ball come around two rails and back into position to shoot the six. Oh no. Just drew it over to the rail and back out. That's a very nifty shot. I got to learn that one. I don't have that. I can't do that. He made it look so easy. Although maybe with the newer cloth, easier for him to control. If I tried that, I would miss, first of all, and then probably draw the cue ball too far. Who's going to play at the Scotch Doubles tournament on the 11th? Is that next Saturday? Who's playing? Boom. Good speed there. So if you could have $1 million, or you could play like Oscar Dominguez for a day. I know this seems silly, but think about it. You only have a day, but you could probably accomplish some pretty crazy things. Oscar opening up a 2-game gap. Maybe the only other thing they could have done, and I know people don't often do this in gambling matches, but like a alternating break format would have been cooler to see perhaps. Get to see JC break a little bit more often and the potential for him to go, to the four ball. He said the four out is wild, but I'm down to do something similar. All right, I'm keeping it in mind, Sargon. Keeping it in mind. I think I'm trying to come up there next Sunday, not this upcoming Sunday, but the following Sunday, and play on the throwdown. I think I have a couple offers, and I have a rematch offer with JC. I don't remember what spot he gave me now, but I know it was a bunch. It was a bunch of games. I think I had to go to like 4 or 5, and he had to go to like 6, or he had to go to 11 or something like that. Not that I know of. Man, I'm not sure what I would do here. This is a tough shot. I guess I would try to go past it and get to the other side of the 6, but he's going to try to send the one ball over there because that's easier and gets behind the 9. Oh, really good shot, JC. That should make things very troublesome for Oscar, but I think the one rail escape is still available. Yeah, he would have liked to have had that more squarely behind the 9, but Oscar taking a good look. Yeah, I think he can still just kick at it, right? Very difficult shot. Oh, no, he could not. Okay. Could not. Gonna give up ball in hand. And also, yeah, this is just get to the 4, right? Yeah. Just got to get this one ball down, and JC's gonna take this rack. Pretty much. Well, I guess I mean, I can't see him not getting shape from here on the 4, not player of his caliber. JC gets one back. Cut the lead back down to 1. Very nice. Maybe a quick break and run to 4 for JC. Let's see if the applause worked today. The applause worked today. applause is more lengthy than I remember. Man, I wish I could hear them. I'm sure it's nothing too interesting going on, really. Oh, I just noticed the Sargon. I'll take the 5 and out. I don't know who that is. Martin. Oh, how? Yeah, whenever I do that, because I seem to do that a lot lately when I'm kicking at balls, it just feels impossible. Like how? How do you miss it that close? Ridiculous. What is he looking at? Very nicely done. I think that's probably going to be mostly it for this rack unless something catastrophic happens. I'd say Oscar looks to be in pretty good form. Like how I threw that in there, Sargon. Pretty good form. Snooker. Yeah, a little roll forward there. A lot of people try to stop that ball. He rolled forward and got himself better shape. This is what the advanced player does, but he doesn't like it. He's too straight. Now he's going to do something wild. Is he too straight? I don't know. He's thinking about power drawing this ball. He's going filler on it. Oh, thinking about drawing it heavy, heavy. Oh, nice. Slow down. Air brakes. Oh, nice shot. What up, Willie P? Snooker. I still got to get over there to the Modesto Snooker Club. Shout out Modesto Snooker Club. I got to get over there and get some snooker in. I got to hit that Wednesday night 9 ball tournament too. They got over there. It's on the list. It's on the list. I'm coming. I'm coming over there. I'm gonna check it out. That way I can talk proper shit while I'm on here. Oscar to break. Paying attention to the power level. Also, I never noticed how like bent his front arm is. Definitely more power there, but a dry break and left everything pretty open. I guess the 3 ball offers some drama, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in the same area of the table. Yeah, I want to see what he does with this 3 ball. My big question from kind of early on the match is we all know that JC is a savvy player, right? He can really hurt you with his safety game. It's pretty well known. But my question was is when he had to, does he have the firepower to make shots and get out? Now maybe this isn't necessarily a situation where he needs the firepower to make shots and get out, right? But you got your, 1 through 4 on the same half of the table after a dry break. Like, I want to punish Oscar. I want him to think about that dry break. 3 off the 9, yeah, of course. But I don't. How likely is it that JC goes for that? I mean, look what he left himself for shape. So probably not likely. Taking a good look. Is he playing that? I don't think he's playing that. I think he's trying to move the cue ball down on the other end of the table or get it snugged up to the 7, but he is going to fall short. Not what he wanted, but he left Oscar pretty difficult. Got to see what Oscar dreams up for a safety now. I think there are early 10s, but this does not look very lined up. I mean, from this angle, it kind of looks like it goes like maybe it looks like it kind of goes to the rail like here. Man, I don't know. Shout out to the chat. Hope you guys are enjoying this little matchup here we got going. Yeah, just short like this, but that wasn't the point. Oh man. Oh man, he almost got there. That would have been so sick if he'd have got behind that 4 ball with the cue ball. Now what for JC? I'm going. This kind of looks like a shot to me. If you make this shot, you win this rack. But oh, JC trying to get back behind. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a shot, JC. What a shot. I don't know if he meant to get all the way back behind there like that, but I want to believe he did. Yeah, nothing. Nothing now. I think we got time to see that one again because Oscar's going to think through this for a second here. I can't believe how almost the man, he couldn't have meant that. Look how close he got to the six. Oh, that was crazy. Maybe he was just trying to type three, but either way, uber effective. He's trying to figure out what happens if he gives up ball in hand here, I think. Well, Oscar's probably not thinking like that. He's probably planning on hit it, but I'd be thinking, I was like, okay, what's going to happen if I give up ball in hand? Do I try to tie something up? Is giving up ball in hand here a loser? I just can't see. Yeah, I guess this direction somehow. So I guess it's like, I don't even know. This is so tough. So I think he's thinking about like this, right? Down pass like that. Maybe into it. But needs some speed, and some speed shortens it up, right? Because I mean, you can't just tick it because then it leaves. Oh, well, what? What? I had this all the way wrong. Wow. I mean, yeah, I didn't see that as an option at all. But tied the 5 and 3 up. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty strong. That be pretty strong. All right, JC digging for something here. Good little technical battle going on from these two. If you like that kind of thing during rotation. If you don't, would not advise watching JC. But he's great though. Very good shot. I knew they would find a way to turn this into one pocket. I knew. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, now what? Because it's just, oh, he can see it. Oh, well, of course he could see it. That's pretty good. Doesn't seem to like it though. But again, he's kind of offered JC if he could. Yeah, I don't think this is an option to really pocket this ball. But if you could, this is more than likely a game winner. Is he gonna one pocket bank this ball back to the? Gets it down. Good shot. JC gets one back. That's a good little safety battle back in there, back and forth for that one. Yeah, look at this. This is silly. Oscar's escape from this was good too. Just tied up a ball. Shout out to the chat. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. YouTube channel for Oscar Dominguez, the pro pool player. Hard Time Billiards, Sacramento, California. Dry break. Here comes Oscar. All right, we've seen 9 racks. We're seeing our 10th right now. Who do you like from here? I'm still staying with my prediction 10-8. Oscar Dominguez. But oh, that might be bad. Maybe that's a probably the first mistake we saw from Oscar maybe. Hung a ball into the pocket, looking for the shape on the 2. Don't believe JC can see this ball. Oh, can he see this ball? Can he see the corner of it? Oh, he could see the whole ball. Never mind. It's kind of a deceiving angle there. My apologies. Gets great shape on the 2. Man, I think I need some waffles. I was holding off on anything for breakfast quite yet this morning. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Well, couldn't hold it. Now JC with some work to do. Oh, look at this. With the shape. Maybe roll a little further than he would have liked, but very nice. Very, very nice. I can't do that. Yeah, not a whole lot to say why Oscar's at the table. Just sit here and watch with my mouth open, going, "Oh, how? How?" Oh, that was nice. Look at this. Gave himself the perfect angle to get up onto the 8, too. Yeah, I don't know how long he's actually been shooting with that carbon fiber shaft, but it seems to work pretty good for him. That'd be a good question we'll ask after the sets today. I'll reach out and find out for myself. Stop, drop, and roll, as our friend Big Queen would say. Oscar getting it done. 6-4? Yep, 6-4. Oscar Dominguez on top. My prediction 10-8, still alive, still in play. Just need JC to do a couple more things. A little roly-poly here, there will help. Although I don't think you're going to get too many roly-polies in this match, but a little here or there. We did see Oscar miss that one ball to open that last rack. Shout out to the chat. Hey, do me a favor, hit that like button for me. 55 watching, but only 19 likes. Don't we like Oscar Dominguez? And don't we like Friday morning action? Don't we like JC? Come on, guys. Oscar's power kind of been up and down this whole set. And this is going to be a very good break for him. Got a great shot on the opening. Oh my goodness, did that be Patrick Nix?
Hey, I was just watching. I saw this match going on. I
Oh
thought maybe
yeah.
you could use some company.
Oh, of
What's going
course.
on? So, dude, this is a huge weight given up. I don't think I've ever watched getting the 4 out in 10 ball, but
I can't remember a time ever seeing this in person either. So yeah, but definitely worth tuning in. This is the first set. They're planning to play 2 sets, so this will be. We're gonna get a. We've got a good sample size to see here.
yeah, it's a hard to fade that much weight. You know, given the 4 out, that's basically,
Yeah,
you know, as soon as Oscar gets the first couple of balls in, he has to play basically one pocket from there if he doesn't have the eight.
yeah, he's got to be perfect. And this is something I was wondering about there. Good break from Oscar, but and if he didn't have to respot the money balls, that was a very open rack, and I would have really liked his chances to run that out. But because he didn't, look at the spot, look at the way the rack is now.
Yeah, spotting the money walls is a huge part of it, and that's what kind of turns it into like a one pocket game, basically.
Well, yeah, I know you may not know anything about JC, but he's a huge one pocket player, and Oscar also no stranger. So I was saying jokingly in the beginning of the match that they were going to find a way to turn this into one pocket, and we've gotten pretty close. Oh, come on, 4 ball. Ooh, I think
Oh,
he jarred that free. He can see it.
yeah, she should have that 4.
Oh yeah. Can he nudge off that? Oh, I think they might be playing early tens. I haven't we haven't had a chance to check that yet, but I think they are.
It looks to me like he's going to come down underneath it using high end side, bring the cue ball down underneath it so that you can play the 5 up in the top left corner or the safety on the 5. You might play the safety here, actually. This, if you can't guarantee get the 5. Nope.
Oh,
It's
he
going
could
above
see
it.
it into the corner.
Yeah, I wasn't sure of that.
He has to be able to see it. If he played it like that, he has to be able to see it like that, right? Or I wouldn't think that
Yeah,
that would be a
yeah. There's
misstep
no
from
way that.
Oscar.
I mean, unless he wouldn't be playing for a safety position there. He would be playing underneath it. So yeah, it goes for sure.
Right.
What's up, everyone? How's California doing today?
It is supposed to be a beautiful day. It's pretty cool outside right now, but I believe we get into the mid 80s today. Let me see. I might have spoken too soon. Oh no, a little warmer today, 92, but a beautiful day. Not really heating up till about 4 or 5 o'clock today.
Yeah, we
So,
haven't hit 70 for the last 5 days.
oh, oh yeah, I forgot.
Our highs have
You're
been
in.
in the 60s for the last 5 days. I'm like, come on! It doesn't even feel like 4th of July weekend.
Oh, used all the pocket for that one. Got that guy down though.
And this kind of weight just shows how good Oscar is.
Well, something I was thinking about in a couple racks ago, they had a pretty good little safety battle, and inevitably, Oscar actually kind of lost it, and JC was able to steal the rack. And I was like, well, it is kind of like that though. Like even at the pro level, most of the time, it's either maybe you're break and run here or there, but then it's a break and you do see a good amount of dry breaks at the pro level, but you see a good amount of break, maybe run 1 or 2 balls safety, and if the guy misses that safety, he usually either loses or wins.
Yeah, I mean, this
Like
is like, playing one pocket like 14-3 handicap or or something, or 15-3 handicap or something like that. It's pretty big.
yeah, fun to watch.
Yeah, but harder to not sell out because, towards the end, any one of those balls goes into any pocket and JC wins. So it's really hard to defend against that. You have to run out once you open it up.
Oh, that's a good point. In the chat, Oscar wins easy with this spot. He's not going to miss 10 shots. Yeah, he's probably only missed about three so far, 2 or 3.
Yeah, he didn't get good on this 10 ball though. So,
Nope. We can add this one.
but this is kind of a slow cut to the side. If you miss, you're leaving the cue ball on the bottom rail, leaving the 10 ball out into space. Difficult shot if you do miss. So
He did gesture towards that side pocket. Oh no, the other
going the
way.
other way.
Oh wow, okay. I
Yeah.
thought he poked at that side pocket, but no go.
Yeah, that makes sense too. I mean, he got the 10 ball exactly where he wanted. If the cue ball
Yeah,
hadn't hit the knuckle of that pocket, it would have been all the way down table as well, but still. So a bank for the win, I guess, right? I mean, you're not going to try to thin this and get cute. I don't know. It looks sketchy if you try to thin it. Oh, he did a
JC
great
though.
job.
JC though.
No, he did a great job. He's got good eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, JC, he's got a great one pocket prowess, and he's just a great mover of the ball.
I
He
always
is.
I always either hit that too thick and sell it out or not hit it at all and give a ball in hand. Whenever I try to hit that thin edge like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Although he was only shooting half table, but still,
Made it look pretty easy.
yeah, you had to have good vision to just hit that real thin piece. So Oscar's calling it in the side. I wonder if he's doing the 5 rail. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 5 rail to the side, and if you miss it, you leave the cue ball on one side and the 10 ball on the other. He is. He's going to go, looks like 3 rails to the side. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and it hung it. He just caught it up too early, so he gave it up. JC gets to 5. Yeah, I like that shot. I've seen that a lot. Players send that cue ball to the side, and if it doesn't hit the side, if you miss it, like say here, then it comes back around to where it was, and the cue ball is is back up on the other side of the table. So it's kind of like one of those two ways in 10 ball that you see sometimes in those situations. So that was a nice steal from JC. Got a good safety.
Yeah, played a great shot.
Yep.
Dry break. No.
All right, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to make a prediction here, Cody.
Okay.
I think cue ball is going to be right here.
Oh yeah, that's probably a pretty good prediction.
That's where my cue ball's going.
Yeah, it's probably a pretty good prediction. Oh, it leaked out. Ooh,
there was a gap there for it to go through. I don't know.
This is going to be so tough because it's going to be elevated.
Still, even if he's elevated, he's still happy to be able to see this because you can just clip an edge of it and at least get it into a bad spot. If he can see the edge. The way he's looking at it now, I don't think he can even has an edge. He's calling the side pocket. The kick cut to the side. With pace.
Oh, misses.
Yeah, he put a lot of pace on that, wanting to get separation if he does make the contact, at least getting separation of the cue ball, but
Oscar
that was a bad spot.
Yeah, Oscar having some work here to do, but he's got the ball in hand, so the real problem is this too, but he's going to... Oh, he's looking for a 3 foul?
Well,
no,
I
he's
mean,
measuring
measuring
it out.
Yeah, I was going to ask, I mean, if you're, because the 2 ball's in trouble, the 4 ball's in trouble, based on those two, the difficulty of getting out of the rack is pretty tough. I mean, he can get 1 to the 2 because he has ball in hand and then float forward for the 4 on the side. I think it's, no, he's got the 3 next. Yeah, getting from the 3 to the 4, that's going to be tough. So he's going to go safety here. And he's left an edge. Let's see what JC can do.
Whenever I watch JC play, I can't help but think to myself, like, man, I got to start playing more one pocket. You just have to find a way to get it into your game. It's so important.
I love one pocket. It's just it's hard to find the time and the player.
Yeah.
Where I live, I just don't have a lot of people that like to play it. So it's I love playing one pocket. The nice thing about it is it doesn't matter what the skill level of each player. You can always find the right weight in one pocket. It's easier, I guess, to find the right weight.
Yeah.
Works for both players. I mean, I guess you can in 10 ball too, like when you're given the 4 out, but it's a little different.
So close. Maybe if he hadn't hit that 10 ball.
Yeah, good try, but the damage is still there. The difficulty is still there on this out to get from the 3 to the 4. He's going to bank the 2.
How does he get back to the 4 without running into anything? Or, well, I'm sorry, he just has to get to the 3.
To the 3. It's really how do you get to from the 3 to the 4 is really the question. Oh, man, that looked like it went in and out of the pocket. He got lucky.
Got to roll.
He got lucky, and so all he can do is see a thin piece of this, but then the cue ball runs into the 6. It doesn't really have anywhere to go but the 6. He's thinking about kicking it. Yeah, he is going to kick.
That'd be better, right? Because then the cue ball can roll free to the top side of the table.
Yeah, there's just not much value in thinning the 2 and going into the 6. You're not going to take the cue ball anyway. What a almost great shot. Then look at the cue ball.
Oh boy, this is gonna work out.
I may not be able to close out the set with you, Cody, but I'll hang out for a little while. I'm waiting for friend to come over.
Well, I appreciate you either way.
Sure.
It's always nice to have you on the mic.
Yeah, I was just here in my office testing out some new cameras and different things and saw this match was going on. I thought, oh, well.
Oh, I'd imagine that's probably stuff you're always testing, huh?
Yeah, we're testing some new cameras to try to make things easier on the install process.
Yeah. Do you believe, I mean, these cameras are obviously still very good, but do you think the definition, the sharpness of the cameras too will get better over time?
Yeah, so it all depends on the lighting too. So the when you have center light, it's harder to get the real crisp image than when you don't.
I think these are still very good. But I always wonder like how long until everything just looks like TV though.
Yeah, I mean, cameras are part of it, but lighting is a big part of it.
Very true, very true. I
Pool
never thought
halls were
about
not
lighting.
necessarily built for production, stream lighting. And a lot of players don't like the perimeter style lights. And I know Oscar is not really a fan of that as well. So that's why we don't have that. He doesn't have them in there. Because it's not pool hall vibe, right? But it works great for streaming. So it's one of those.
Yeah, yeah, always very good points. I never thought of that. Very, very good points.
Any photographer will tell you that the, you know, lighting should always be coming from the outside into the subject and not from the inside out. But in pool tables, we have the light coming from the center of the table. And so,
Oh, JC hung up that or I missed that 4 ball, and everything is now very open for this rack for Oscar.
yeah.
You think that was that 5 ball up by that 8 offers any problems?
Yeah, it could here because he's got to either move this cue ball quite a bit or hold it for a difficult, longer shot on the 5. So he's going to move it. Watch out. He's got to avoid the 7, and he does. Nice shot.
Very nicely done. See Russ there in the chat, the bank shot.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
He's
Russ.
ready. He's ready for some testing for you. He said,
Yes,
"We'll be the
sir.
guinea pig."
Yes, sir. Always in R&D mode over here at EvoSports. We're always looking for. Oh, no way. Are you kidding
wow.
me? Come on now. Come on.
Oh.
JC deserved that opportunity there.
Yeah, yeah. Fate took that away from the pool god
Yeah.
smiling on Oscar right now.
Is that what you call home court advantage?
Yeah, pool god smiling. The pool gods only have 2 things. They either smile at you or they're laughing at you. One of the 2.
Yeah.
They laugh a lot at me.
Yeah, me too. Andrew says Oscar wins easy with this spot. I don't think so. I don't think it's easy to beat anybody with this spot.
No.
Yeah, try. Yeah, I mean,
Look at Andrew's got an R&D idea for us. Oh, stop it. I thought that 6 just went in the side. Stop it.
well, putting the side didn't really get you the best leave on the 7.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, Oscar, such a good player mover. I would like him to spin the ball into a position to still get good shape on that seven. But yeah, I just decided it was easier to go all the way down to the corner pocket, and that was a beautiful shot. I mean, we've seen Oscar make a couple of mistakes so far, so it's not like he is impervious. It is only a 1 point game separation right now, and that's looking like it's changing here though. But Oscar, I don't believe, has had a larger lead than two this whole time. Making my prediction 10-8 ending score Oscar. Looking pretty good still.
Yeah,
Getting it
we got to.
done.
I saved a couple of replays here. We'll see code to JC's shot on the two ball, which I thought was phenomenal,
Yeah.
but Oscar getting out of it. Let's see what Oscar had was. What did I save here?
This is the
Yeah,
shot.
this
Oh,
is
I saved this. This is where he kissed
yeah,
the
this is
five in.
the fluke. You know, when you're the opposite player and you're seeing that, and then I like the six ball. Yeah, it
Yeah,
did
this
play
is a
in the
good
side.
shot.
I think you're right, but he wanted to get closer to the seven. That's the way the pros do it.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I couldn't help. I was like, oh, we're going to see that fluke again. We're going to see Oscar's highlights. We're going to see the flukes too. And
For
plus, you don't
sure.
get a lot of fluky shots in 10 ball. Turning the
Nice
power
pop
back up
break.
there.
Look at
Yeah.
that cue ball just sits in the middle of the table.
Oscar been turning the power up and down this whole match with his break. It seems like every other break he breaks a little bit harder, a little bit softer.
Yeah, you got to find that right speed in 10 ball to pocket the balls behind the head ball to the sides and not have the one travel all the way down to the bottom rail, so that was perfect. He's given himself a good look at the one.
What's going on, Eric? Shout
Uh,
out to the chat. It's kind of a difficult opening shot here, a little stretched out too. Long bridge. No problem.
so, Cody, you got any plans for the holiday weekend?
I'm gonna play a bunch of pool. I got some yard work I need to do. Probably, I think we got some meat we're gonna smoke, but that's about it. I have dogs, and the dogs don't like the fireworks, so I'm typically just home with them, reassuring them that the world is not yet ending.
Yeah, I know. Dogs do not like fireworks. Most of them don't, unless they've.
Well, I try to think about it from that point of view, right? Explosions in the sky. If I was a
Yeah,
dog,
they don't understand
they don't
that
know.
it's a celebration.
Everybody's
They think the world's ending. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's happy. Explosions in the sky, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dog sitting for a friend, and so I was planning on going to a party tomorrow night, but somebody needed me to dog sit for him for the weekend. So I said, yeah, sure, bring him by. So that means I'm not going because I don't really want to leave a guest dog at my house because I live right by an Indian reservation where people just buy loads of, well, explosives, literally. Uh, and it gets pretty loud.
Yeah, the Amazon guy just set my dogs off. You would think if, like, dog trusts you and loves you as their owner, and I mean, they see you having a good time, it's no big problem, right? You would think that, but then from a dog's point of view, he's like, "Pff, idiot, this guy can't even smell when somebody's here. We're not safe. He doesn't know better." he has any problem getting back to the 7. He's taking a look at it. I wonder if he's worrying about the side pocket, maybe thinking it's easier to go to this side of the 7 that he's looking at right now. Or maybe he's looking at where he needs to be for the 8.
Yeah, I think that side of the 7 is easier to get on the 8 with, but the other side is easier to get because he has to do like a drag draw stroke here to get that position, which is not easy with the angle he has. I think he's kind of realizing that to get, into this area, it's really requires a kind of a finesse drag draw, which is what he's going to try to do. Beautiful. And he still
Very
overran it a
nice.
little. Yeah, he still overran it by a while, but he really wanted to be on that side of the 7. He took the harder shot to get the more correct side of the 7, I guess. It just takes the 10 ball out of the equation for running position to the 8. Oscar looking pretty strong here.
Yeah, we know he's gearing up to go to some events. I believe he's going to the Ultimate Pool. There's some other stuff coming up. So it's always nice to see him working hard and playing. It's inspirational to the local pool scene.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun to actually play a match than it is to, grind at practice by yourself for 3 or 4 hours,
Yeah, man, but you gotta those grinds. You gotta do them. They're
Yeah.
what they're what help you get past those. You get little plateaus in your game, right? Where maybe you're not doing something so well, but it doesn't come up so often, so you don't have to worry about dealing with it too often. But I think the good way to get past those little plateaus in your game is to just grind and drill, try new drills, seek
Yeah.
more information.
Yeah, agreed. I think when you're by yourself too, when there's a shot that you've been struggling with, you can literally set it up 20 or 50 times in a row until you're really feeling comfortable with it. Whereas when you're playing a person, even though this is kind of practice for Oscar, it's not that situation where you can redo that shot over and over again. You just got to play it out. But I think it's all good practice. Just get the competitive juices flowing, get the gambling juices flowing a little bit.
But both of these gentlemen do that plenty. These guys are always in some kind of action.
Lost the cue ball a little bit on this one.
Oh, gonna work out?
It sure is. Oh, he
Yeah.
really did good. Yeah, let me
He's gonna have
go
to
back to the
spot. Gonna have to spot some balls though.
yeah, the break before that was this one, and you can see how perfect the cue ball was,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And then this one was the next break. Watch the cue ball. It
He
comes
turned
off
the
a little bit on an angle. He got lucky. It got kicked around a bit, so he got a little bit lucky that it worked out okay. But the first break, you break like that, and he's going to be out at a high percentage at the time because the cue ball is just right in the dead center of the table in open space. What do you think? Odds on the break and run for the 2-pack here? What do you think? Better than 50-50?
No, I think it's still about that because I was looking. Well, I think where he's gonna. Yeah, well, I mean, if he, yeah, I think the area he's looking for on the 6, like over here, probably something like that, right? Or do I have that wrong? I think looking for that area on the 6 might.
It looks like he has a slight angle, but not much.
Because I'm wondering, Yeah,
So
he's
he's
gonna
going
go
with a high ball
forward.
here.
Yeah, this is what I was wondering is what pocket is he gonna play for to shoot this 5 ball into?
Yeah, he just landed so straight on it. Now
Yeah,
he's looking at, does he take his medicine?
I think he has to. I think he's gonna have to draw it back and shoot the longer shot to the corner pocket, and then that
I
puts
mean,
him in a trying to.
I think he could also roll forward and, oh, he is drawing, like you said.
What?
Who knows what he's going to do? But, I think he was looking at like getting the cue ball here. If he just pushes forward and gets cue ball here and it takes a really difficult 5, or the other option is to try to jack up and, like,
Yeah, it's depending on where he lands to go to the 5 ball, or how he's gonna get from the 5 to the 6.
yeah, or you
And
could take
again,
it to the
just
corner.
shoots a long cut to the corner to get shape on that 5.
Good two-way.
Yeah, very good shot. Wonder if JC can kick and spin this ball and get this 4 down. You think it goes? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
He's jacking up. He's trying to spin it.
oh, he's doing masse. Okay, so maybe
Oh, okay. Well,
it's not
unfortunately,
terrible.
no, but I don't think he's gonna like what happens next.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I
because
think this cue ball is gonna be welded up to that 6 possibly, or
yeah, cue ball right here.
yeah. Oh, the 10.
Yeah, either one is good.
Didn't weld him there, but yep. JC's gonna have to reach for the one rail escape here. Also, this is the first time in the match that Oscar has had more than a 2-game lead. 8-5. So we'd like to see JC cut into it. I was really wondering if the floodgates were going to open after JC played Oscar, if he won with this spot, if there was going to be quite a few people trying to convince Oscar that they would do this too.
Good kick. Where's it going to finish? Not good.
No, this is. Well, now obviously I think. Well, can he go 2 rails and get to the short side of the 5? Can he get the cue ball like back here?
The hard part here is that his cue is on the rail.
Right.
And
So he just doesn't have.
yeah, I think he's probably going to go underneath the 5.
No, going to the top side.
That's what I meant, underneath.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I
Well,
guess
the top side of the
which way you're
table.
looking at it.
Right, top side of the table to us.
Andrew in the chat says in the last 9-ball tournament in Austria, I think they said the top-rated pros run out 65%. I wasn't seeing that in Jakarta. 65%. I would. Here we go. Opportunity for JC. At the Jakarta tournament, 9-ball on, 9 on the spot, break from the break box, 4-inch pockets, and the cloth was kind of inconsistent, right? In the early part of the day, it was moving a certain way, and then later in the day, it was moving a lot different. And the refs were racking, and sometimes the 9-ball was kind of leaking out of the rack a bit, and so we were not seeing a lot of break and runs. So JC gets one there.
I don't remember seeing maybe more than about 3 or 4 through the
Yeah.
matches that I did.
It certainly
Yeah.
wasn't 60%, or even over
No.
50%. It was more like, I would say, in the matches I watched, it was more like 30% break and runs.
Where's Michael Salmon? That's who we need. We need to ask him, the pool stat guy. He knows.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it all depends on the conditions. However, I think that if, like Oscar was breaking on his tables here in that format, I would say 65% is accurate, right, for a break and run percentage for a player like Oscar, somewhere in that range. But it all depends on the tables and how they're playing.
I don't believe we haven't seen Oscar break and run one yet.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, did he do one? Okay.
He broke and
Oh,
run.
that's right. Yes, yes, you're
Yeah.
right. GC's gonna get a couple balls or a ball down.
Yeah.
Not gonna have a good opening shot though.
Yeah. I mean, he could jump, but I think the kick is the more beneficial thing here, and just kick the one ball up into space. Kick underneath the one, send the one down this way, hopefully send the cue ball over this way, kind of, and maybe the cue gets trapped in behind the 3-6, something like that is what I'm thinking.
So I know we have the commentator cameras now so we can see each other. At some point, is that going to be an option to be public too so the audience can also see commentators?
Yeah, I think that's the plan down the road. It
Okay.
just takes a lot more development work because it's more encoding on the boxes to push out our video feed as well. So yeah, for you guys watching at home, Cody and I can see each other on camera, but
Yeah.
the viewers at home can't see. Yeah.
Yeah, when I first noticed it, I didn't notice the writing first. And I was in here. I was like, looked up and I could see the camera. I was like, oh, can people see me? And then I noticed that it was visible to the commentators. Like, oh, okay. I was
That's
like,
why
ooh,
we
they can see me. Let me turn this off. This is a face for radio.
that's why we put
Hold
that
on.
text up there so that
Yeah.
people weren't concerned that who knows how commentators are actually looking when they're
Oh
at
my
home
goodness.
commentating pool matches. We don't really want that to be shown on TV very often, probably.
I could just imagine JJ in a bathrobe and a cigarette and ashtray next to him.
Yeah, who knows?
So that'd be pretty funny if you didn't tell anybody and all of a sudden they're just like, holy crap, they can see me. I didn't know.
Yeah, that'd be kind of rude.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see the commentators. Agreed. Although some people like seeing us in the box,
Yeah,
early
I
on.
mean, so some live
Oh,
streamers, okay, option for Oscar. He's not going to give that one up,
yeah, this is
obviously. But
not coming back, but the ball has to go to the
oh, it has
spot.
a spot because it's a money ball.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
So that muddies the water of this rack a little more.
Yeah, a lot of live streamers have a commentator cam. Why did they?
Oh,
Oh,
it must.
it
He
only
gets.
spots on the break.
Oh, and it must be. Yeah, yeah. It must have. Well, I'd imagine if they didn't, maybe JC gets the option to say if it comes up or down. I don't know.
Huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
not
know.
sure.
That'll be a
There's,
question I'll ask them later when I see them.
yeah, there's a lot of different ways that you can.
All right. Well, this isn't going to hurt too bad. I saw JC jump earlier, and I'd never seen him jump before, so I know he has a jump cue. So I want to see him. Like, this is a good spot for it, JC.
He seems like the kind of player that would always prefer the kick, and there is a kick angle here, I believe.
Oh yeah, because he's a old school one pocket guy, right? So they don't like the short cue, but
It's really
well,
difficult to judge these when the cue ball is so close to the rail, and
yeah,
you have to hit the rail. I think, right before the side pocket here to get it to
yeah.
come out to the angle that you want. And this is really hard to judge because it's going to slide on the rail just a little bit at that angle before it actually catches. So,
I would be.
oh, what
Oh
a beautiful!
wow,
Look at this
wow!
and
Grab
shape
that one. Save that one. Let's
and
see that
shape.
again.
You got that saved?
I just hit it.
Okay, good.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that
want to
was a
hit.
good shot.
I didn't want to hit it over you and was double save it. Okay.
So now what? You gonna play for the bank on the 3? It's the easiest shape to get, but you could also. He's looking at if the 3 plays off the 7. I
Yeah, I
think
was
it
gonna say I
does.
think you can play the carom off the 7.
Yeah, I think that's the better bet. Draw this back, get your cue ball, you know, most likely somewhere in this area here. And
Not easy against the rail and jacked up over a pocket, though.
yeah, you're right. And
Oh, how?
yeah, how did it go through there? What
How?
happened?
How? Oh. Well, this is not going to be good for JC.
Yeah, the seven
Oscar's
ball
got work
moved.
to do, though.
The
Yeah.
seven ball moved, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It's still. It actually makes it easier to pocket the three in that pocket off the seven if Oscar can get the cue ball down table below the three. Um, it does play easier now to that side pocket, but he doesn't like it. He's going to play to cut it. Just needs to be somewhere in kind of that wedge. I think you're going to be good inside that wedge. You'll be good on the three. And with ball in hand, now he's looking at the other way. That's certainly a much easier shot, and it's much easier to get position on the four afterwards. He came to the outer side of my wedge, just making sure that he had enough clearance above the seven. Beautiful. And a little straight on the four. He's got to get to the other side of the five. Looks like he's got a little angle. Push forward off the rail. Perfect. And it looks to me like Oscar D is going to be on the hill shortly, barring any kind of craziness. Oh, this got interesting.
Got a little funky.
Yeah. Slowed down a lot more than he thought off of that rail. Not happy with himself, but still a high percentage shot for Oscar. And he's overcut it. He's going to give this one up too. So here we go. JC climbing back in 8-7 now. I really thought Oscar was on the hill there with that out. Very rare miss on a real open table late game opportunity. So, Cody, did you get your paperwork yet for the Jollibee's sponsorship?
No, I haven't seen it yet. We're still waiting.
Okay.
But I know it's coming. I'm holding out hope.
Free chicken for
Free chicken.
For life.
Free spicy chicken. That's all I need.
I'm surprised you haven't changed your profile picture to the Jollibee's logo.
Ooh, I actually don't know how to do that myself. Russ put this picture here of me.
Yeah,
so,
Russ is the only one that can change it because he's the one that created your profile. So
yeah. Maybe you'll open that up to commentators someday too, so they can have their own.
They will. Yeah, they'll have their own login. Yeah, so we can control their access code and profile picture, that kind of thing.
Right.
All in time.
10-6 prediction looking good. CR Burke there. Yeah, I still have a chance for my 10-8 prediction to come true.
Oh,
All
he's left
right.
it.
Maybe
Left
Oscar
it.
slightly tilted after that miss on that 10.
Let's just check out this replay from Cody on the kick shot on the 1 in the previous
Ooh,
rack.
yeah, we forgot to look at this. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I
That was
didn't wanna
such
let
a
that go.
strong
That was
shot.
sweet shot.
Yeah, that was very strong.
You're gonna go rail first? Nope. Came right into it.
He could get a bunch of it. Oh, little tip off the. Nope. Oh, not amazing.
Yeah, he was heading into a lot of traffic. There was a little bit of a luck factor he needed to rely on to get shape on the 2 there. Does he have the edge? If so, he might be able to squeeze down the rail past and get underneath the 4 for coverage. Yes, sir. Oh, no, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think that was a very good try.
It was so close, yeah.
So close.
Good effort. Yeah, I can see JC plays pretty strong for a 550 player. He plays pretty strong with his position, defense and kicking and that.
If one pocket had a Fargo, JC's in the 600s.
Yeah, it's amazing how different it is. You know, you can't look at Fargo rate and tell somebody how good of a one pocket player somebody is.
Yeah,
I mean, it tells you some information about their stroke and their mechanics and their ability, you know, for potting balls, but it doesn't tell you how good of a strategist they are and how good they are at the sort of those tricky shots that,
moving of the cue ball.
yeah, they just require a bit more experience to see. Boy, did he get unlucky here? Oh
Oh
no,
no, because he's
that's right. He comboed. Yeah,
comboed the 5.
yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot that it was the 5 out. So we got a tie game here.
yeah. I need Oscar to win the next 2.
That was your prediction.
My prediction at the
10-8.
beginning of the match was 10-8. Yeah,
Well, I'd say they have the weight dialed in pretty good.
yeah. This seems to be pretty competitive, but I'll be interested to see how the second set goes. But I won't be on here for the second set. I'm gonna go see a man about a horse. And I'm gonna roll up there to the bank shot. You guys can catch me there after this, and I believe me and Russ are gonna putt it around a little bit, and then I'll later be at Hard Time Billiards tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got a 3-day weekend to go back to work till Monday, so I'm gonna try to take good advantage. And I would like to play a lot of pool. I'd like to do a considerable amount of drills and work on the game a little bit.
Now, Cody, do you have a table at home?
I don't. I do
Okay.
not. My home is too small for a table. I'm sure I could. Well, I could probably knock out a wall, but I'm not doing that.
But you live in proximity to bank shot and hard times, so it's not
Yeah, I live in.
hard for
I
you to
live
get out.
in. It's just time consuming because I live about an hour from Hard Times, a little bit
Oh,
under an hour, and then from the bank shot, I live about 40 minutes. From Diamond in Modesto, I live about 40 minutes the same. The closest one to me with the dice tables are actually the Modesto Snooker Club, but I never really go there. But they have one good diamond table in there, and they've got some 9-footers, and they've got a 7-foot diamond, and then a bunch of snooker. Shout out Sargon snooker tables there.
snooker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
snooker. Yeah, they just had a pro come through there Monday, and they were doing clinics and stuff over there. I saw some of the video on Sargon's page. Looked pretty cool. I'm gonna go over there one of these days, and Sargon's gonna take me to the snooker table and
Teach you a few
learn
things.
learn some stuff. Yeah, it does
Yeah.
look intimidating. It does when you're as a pool player. If you've not seen those tables in person or how small those balls are, like it does appear intimidating.
Yeah, I believe they're getting more pool tables in there, from what I understand. I'm not sure exactly, but I think they were planning on getting a couple more 9-foot diamonds in there, but not 100% sure. So don't take me for my word on that. I know they have EvoSports in there on one snooker table and one of the 9-foot diamond that's in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen actually JC will commentate on there with Sargon every once in a while. So I've seen those guys on there. Oscar looking strong this rack. He got over that early miss and now going to work.
Yeah, the miss on the one from JC. JC had a good opportunity to get from the one through the four to get the win, but missing the one right off the bat is going to cost him.
All right. JC letting him know that is good.
Oscar on the hill.
Yeah. Break and run here for the final one for Oscar.
Yeah, you just want your prediction to be right, don't you?
I do.
Makes you
I
feel good
do.
about yourself.
That's a good way to start my day. It's predicting something right. It's a sign I should go bet something.
Yeah. So,
Let's
Cody,
see
do you
what
play in league then?
I do. I like a mix. I think a mix is good, so I try to get all of it. I play in leagues on Sunday and Monday, and then I typically get a couple of the weekly tournaments at Hard Times, where I'll pop down to Diamond in Modesto and get one in there. And then I engage in a little bit of the action, and I do drills. I do all of it in my pursuit to become a better pool player.
So, did we just see 4 balls go in on the break? Or 3 ball? We
I
have
think
4 balls in
so.
on the break. Oh.
Oh, 2 balls.
Oh, only the money balls will spot, though.
Only the money balls will spot. Yeah.
Got it. So 4 balls went in, only 2 balls will spot because they're money balls. I see. Okay.
Yeah, because the 3 and the 2 will stay down,
Got it.
but the 4 and the 5 are on the table.
What's up, Grubs? Welcome.
Grubs. Oh, slow down. Okay. That is the 3 and the 5, right? Or is that the 7 and the 5? It's the 7 and the 5.
7 and the 5, yeah.
Yeah.
This is really nasty, being jacked up. There's no advantage to really pocketing this 4 when you're jacked up like that because you can't get anything on the 5. So I wonder if he's going to figure out a safety here. Try to bank the 4 to the position down here, put the 4 here and get the cue ball back up table, something like that. But I don't know. I think he's going to be, well, so he's got an idea here. That was a really tough shot to execute being jacked up.
Made that look easy.
Yeah, he must have a good idea or plan for the safety on the 5. I think I kind of see what he's doing now. Makes more sense now. Not bad. The 10 ball blocks the kicking angle, the natural kicking angle to the 5. So he can kick, but he's got to kick with spin. And that makes it a lot harder to be accurate. Hey, Russ, Modesto does have EvoSports. They are Modesto Snooker and Billiards. They've got 2 EvoSports units in there.
I think he was talking about Diamond. When he says Modesto, I believe he means Diamond.
Where is Diamond Billiard? Is that a pool hall?
Yeah, Diamond Billiards is a
Oh,
pool hall in Minnesota. So there's actually 2. There's one in Rancho too. They're called Diamond Billiards, and they've got 7-footers and 9-footers. And then there's Diamond Billiards in Modesto, which is, um, I just say that's more of JC's home pool hall. He does play there a lot. He plays on stream there a lot too.
okay.
And that's shout out Tony Bush and the Motown Throwdown. Those guys over there, they do streams. They have a post up type setup over there with the booth and cameras on multiple tables.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
Nice.
they do action matches. I think they do them Sunday and Wednesdays. I think they might have another day in there. But yeah, they're on YouTube. Motown Throwdown there.
Nice.
Good
And
group
always
over
at
there. That
Diamond, they're always at Diamond Billiards, so it's sort of like a permanent setup.
Yeah, their setup is in there. They don't travel too much. Yeah, Diamond and Modesto.
I see.
Um, yeah, they got tight pocket. They have like 4-inch pocket 7-footers there.
Well, if anybody
Yeah,
has any referrals for me, we'd be happy to reach out to Diamond Billiards about EvoSports. But if they have somebody that's there all the time that's ready to do streaming, then it may not be as beneficial. Usually, the pool halls that get this are the ones that don't have a guy that's there 24/7 to start
right.
streams and run things, and they just want players to do it themselves. So,
Well, I think the model I mean, it's you have post up out of hard
yeah,
times and it's there. I think the model works everywhere genuinely, but because you can,
yeah. And
action doesn't have to be planned. It can.
oh,
Oh my
look
goodness!
at this. We got drama,
What?
guys. Hill
What?
coming up. There goes your prediction, Cody.
There it
Looking good.
goes.
It was
Oh,
looking
I
so
was
good
so
for you to be right.
close. I was 5 balls away. So
Yeah.
close. Oh,
Yeah. Some of these you just don't expect Oscar to miss, but you
no,
never
human,
know. He just
human.
maybe Oscar just wanted the thrill of the Hill battle.
Yeah, he wants to make sure he doesn't quit before the next set. Yeah, no, no, not good. JC with a chance to break and run. JC could have the break and run here. Break and run to the 4. Quick little dap. On the hill we go. Good matchup for a Friday morning
Yeah.
going into the holiday weekend. Hit that like button, folks. Come on. And then stay tuned. There is another set yet to be played. Oh, dry break. Oscar coming to the table. What can he cook up? This would be a difficult way to give it to the 2 here, huh?
Yeah. I wonder if he can kind of pinch draw this a little bit. And hold it to not have it. Yeah, that was pretty good. Man, tough shape. I think he has the room to go around the 4. Cue ball coming around the 4 and back out that way looks like a decent possibility.
Is this a touch of low, or is this just a center ball strike to get it out there? Oh, not going to the end rail at all.
Yeah, more than a touch low. He decided to avoid the 4 completely.
I am Oscar Dominguez. This ball will draw when I tell it to draw.
It's funny how an 800 player plays shots versus a 600 player. It's a lot of times very different.
It's funny how they make the small things like the ability to just draw the ball off angle to the rail and come out with it. And he doesn't hit it crazy hard. It's just a good strike. The ball isn't spinning crazy or traveling very fast.
Yeah.
So it's those little things, and that he makes it look so easy, and they're so difficult. That's such a difficult stroke and just way to get the ball to stun on the rail and just come out. Like it's not easy. It's hard. I don't have that shot.
Yeah, and actually, that talking with or commentating with Jeremy Jones the other day, and he's talking about that a lot, and how you know amateurs will on those types of shots will tend to let up a little bit on their stroke, and the key is just making sure that you're committing and following through, even when they're slow,
Yeah.
like those slow extreme draw shots. The tendency is to have a hesitation and hold up a bit on your follow through, and that's what gets you in trouble. And, man, listening to Jeremy is like a pool lesson every time you listen to him commentate.
Oh,
Learn
I
something new.
sometimes I hear his voice in my head while I'm playing.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Him and Scott Frost, I can hear them sometimes. Two guys. I met Jeremy once. I'd never met Scott. I'd love to meet Scott. He just seems like an awesome dude. It's one of the things I love about this game. It is a spectator sport deluxe. You want to meet these guys, you want to talk to them, show up to an event, pay your money. You will be shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, that's true. And that's the fun thing about this sport is as a fan of the game, it's no problem meeting your heroes of the game. They're very accessible, and most of them are very happy, that people are coming up and asking them for selfies and things like that. They like that.
Yeah, but people, I could see both sides there too. A lot of people at big events, some people are jerks. I've seen Jason Shaw have words with fans a few times.
Yeah, for the most part, I think, you know, most of the pros in this sport are very respectable to the admiration of their fans. And,
Oh yeah.
you know, so here we go. Hill Thriller is going to come to an end.
Yep, Oscar making sure he doesn't make any mistakes this time.
Yep. It went the distance, the full 19 racks. Get you guys the most for your money. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a free stream.
Absolutely. And they're
Immediately
flipping the
flip the
coin
coin.
right away. Gamblers, boy.
Let's not get cold here. Yeah, don't
No.
let the arm cool down.
Let's go.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to jump into my regular Friday routine. So thought I'd pop in and give you a
Hey, I
little
really, really appreciate it,
company.
Patrick. Thank you so much.
No problem. Shout out to California. Shout out to Sacramento. You guys are awesome. Love the pool scene down there. I love all of the commentators that are jumping in on EvoSports, making it more entertaining for everybody. I love all the action